and he can get really aggro. We've got so used to his Viper over the years, but I do like Meteor's Viper as well. So just putting...
She'll push out of mid here for T1, maybe suspecting that they would just go for a full 5-man shove down towards Ramen, but Francis is going to get caught out off guard here. Ends up getting picked apart. Ivy finds the trade back. It's going to be abandoned there as Dambi once again looking for the entry. Gets the judge out in time, nearly does that double take that cost him his life. Series versus Team Secret, but this time he's able to confirm the kill, but does fall down to 2 HP. Here spotting out a little bit more. Just fast enough to dodge out the shots. So Buzz unable to confirm that one. Never let the paint shell out either. Now it's just Meteor to see if he can get some damage, and he cannot. It's RB's turn to get a 3K.
Break open the site. Now he picks up a nice 3K. Cheeky little setup. You only lose 1 to it, so this is really nicely managed by Nongshim overall. Few wonky relay bolts from Dambi. One of them sent way off into space in the pistol round, and that one just didn't quite bounce the way he wanted to try to catch Meteor. Didn't matter though. Let's see a quick little pivot here from Munchkin.
If you think, but they're just gonna up the pace completely. I mean, Dambi is already in here. He's blinded up, but gets the gap closed, so Munchkin still falls to the wayside. Kill found. Buzz not confirming that one. She's getting all turned around as Dambi's able to find a second, but Meteor is there, peeling back some of this pressure as he gets himself a third. Already a good amount of damage suffered though from T1. Any more than Ivy can find, even without a round win and a bonus conversion, would still feel pretty damn good. Stacks around the corner, waiting for the timing, plays it perfectly. Just waits, and yes, do give over the plant money, but basically guarantees the weapon cannot be drawn out. So with the defuse, T1 will get themselves their first round win.
Well, this is one of the rounds that I'm sure the coach of T1 is a little bit...
Prowler chasing, Izu able to find one, tries to just ignore Dambi, but still ends up getting caught up by the judge. Swing into the corner, Munchkin able to find it, gives him a taste of that medicine. Danger of getting spammed out of this position though at backside, and doesn't have another TP to try to reposition. Great timing found from RB. 180's back. He's able to find Stacks. Big shell's gonna be lobbed in. Doesn't quite find the mark onto Extros, but it does get RB. Swing out of the smoke, and Buzz just cannot find the flick. Nongshim maintain the lead.
This is great work from them again. Atrocious. Let's see here. They just took their time, and just watching the mini-map, T1 never got a read, of course. Munchkin here.
I mean, he looks like he's playing an arena shooter.
He does.
He's playing Quake. Everybody else is playing Valorant.
Exactly. He's playing Unreal Tournament.
One of the things that I actually had discussed with Chobra during the SVL when we saw T1 go up against Feral was that fast pace, that reckless abandon that starting to choose, sometimes it can catch you off guard, but we did see as time went on, the understanding come to fruition for T1, and then from there, Feral wasn't able to punch through, so be curious to see if that happens again, as Meteor out in the mid, able to find 2 kills before getting taken down. It's a massive trade up here in favor of T1.
Yeah, this time just kind of playing for some of those longer angle fights, wanting to put those Vandals to good use.
Izu is in perfect position now to try to catch the 2 players exiting through sewer.
I'd like to see him. Well, they're not going to look. Well,
kind of checking for it. A little bit whiffy on the first, but eventually he's able to find it and confirms the presence of Ivy.
Now you can just kind of hold the line here. Yeah, I mean, sometimes it can just be one of those things where Munchkin just takes a little while to download all the information. We've already seen some kind of unusual stuff from Nongshim, so.
The economy as much as possible, but when it does come down to ultimates.
Maybe a little shaky for Nongshim.
Well, won't be the dimensional drift to open things up from Francis. A little bit of spam from Munchkin, trying to catch somebody on a timing as Buzz. Dropping down on top of the box. Now the showstopper as he goes up and over the top, and he's going to go ahead and take himself out. As RB will go with him.
Time to jump.
Suddenly, as the dust starts to settle, it's just Nongshim into the player advantage. Nightfall going to crash across from Stacks, connecting on to Exros. Meanwhile, the flank getting ready to come through out of mid. Pings are coming down, so it seems like those footsteps have been noted by Izu. He's just going to be trying to exit right here in the open. Stacks now having to do it all. A 1v2. Some very hard angles to try to clear, but Francis, ooh, he gave him the opportunity. Stacks just can't quite get it over the finish. Quickly just rotate back through, Buzz forward. This judge in hand, he's able to find one. Dambi going to be taken down, paint shell sent. Just go ahead, push back that pressure. T1 find an opening kill. To try to pull off this half force.
Out there.
Judge enough, or rather the judge still set up here. falling for the clone, now swinging in, gets an immense amount of damage dealt. As Izu and Munchkin will be able to capitalize. T1 stacks now. Alone on the site for the moment, swinging out, pops the clone. Dambi still pushing forward. The judge is able to connect, finds the kill, but falls down to 11 HP. Throws the weapons away. The pit now going to be invested from Ivy, setting this one up.
Spike planted.
Still do have RB potentially able to reposition should they so choose, but looks like everybody's just going to stay saddled on the site for now.
I was just thinking that. This could be a good opportunity for RB to create a flank angle instead of all just crowding into this pit.
Cover going out.
Back screen for now. Shell try to flush them out of the corner. Looking for some damage. And oh, gets the spot out there. Buzz able to draw down the Panther fast enough. Finding RB. The spray and pray rewarded as Dambi will fall. And now it is all down to Ivy. You know where he's at. Growled in around the elbow, but still does have the pit advantage. Meteor low, Buzz low as well. Jumps the corner with the shorty. But the time.
Oh, it's going to be close.
Does not have it. Not even. It's going to be off by about a second, yeah.
Push towards mid here by
Well,
Ivy.
just gonna straight. Yeah, he just disrespects the smoke. That was good space taking and pressure applied to get the Viper out of the equation, but was just feeling favored in that moment. As Izu forced back towards screens, but Stack stepping forward, able to find Francis. Four. A little bit more, but Dambi up in heaven, able to find one. Meteor gonna be taken down. Strafes back in. Munchkin now. On over to the side, the drop in. Once again, Izu unable to find the shot, but Stack still continues to hold his own as he finds Dambi. Leaving just Exros. I know exactly where he is. This time, Izu will not whiff. So, a catastrophic start, but he's got the Steel Walker.
I'm starting a fight club.
The attendance will dwindle very quickly as everyone breaks their hips. Well, Dambi dead at the start of the round. The showstopper drawn out, dropped down from RB. Trying frantically to get out, and okay. Eludes capture, finds a shot. Izu swinging the corner, is able to find him though, and Exros will be taken down. 3v2 with Izu down to 8. He's not going to be able to find the grab. Munchkin.
Last player
Let's find the headshot. He was going to get caught off guard, much like he does right there. As Francis is able to find it. To the side, the shots from Alley. They know he still hasn't managed to advance forward onto the side. He's got to clear every single angle. He found them both. A massive 3K for Frank.
It's undetected initially.
Oh my God, Buzz!
That was slick.
How are you gonna do a dump like that? It's so smooth. Slides out with a blast pack, forces the whiff shot, and just immediately kills Francis.
That's some Jing stuff right there. That's some good practice being put in.
Both working their way forward through the vents. Might be gonna try to go on approach as Prowler checks around elbow. Dambi starting to sprint forward. There's the walk out, and there's Buzz claiming it from down below. The shorty sending Ivy to his demise. RB does well to collect 2 kills, but he cannot rescue this round. After losing that flank from Meteor, this has given pause to T1 as far as assessing where they want to go.
Buzz is down to 5.
Prowler not going to get the spot. Dambi paranoid into the corner. Stinger in hand, and that's going to be Stack's dead. Munchkin does go up over the top, able to find the kill to trade it back. But 3v3 with Buzz at 5 health. And Izu's still struggling to try to get this push going. Smoke going to be falling. The second shot. Able to find RB, but Ivy puts the spike down on the floor. 12 seconds remaining. Sends out the bite. The swing in from Buzz. Capitalizes, but Francis out from heaven. Finds a kill to Izu, and he just can't get to it. It's on the correct side of the map, but the rotations are starting to come in. With Francis on the repeat, out from screens. Able to find one, finds 2. Buzz and Izu both taken down. And T1 have the door slammed in their faces. As it's a
30
quick
seconds
little glimpse
left.
there on the Meteor, but no way to find that punish. 20 seconds now remaining. Clock running down, and starting to maybe suspect that this has been the pivot to be. And they're there ahead of T1, trying to get themselves forward onto the site. Paranoia sent Munchkin blind. It does manage to keep it past, but it's right into Ivy's welcome grasp. Close to the correct side of the map. Showstopper from Buzz. Where does he send it? Over towards Alley, but no one there to receive it. But Ivy's does get taken down. Izu just storming forward onto the site. Does manage to find the kill, so no chance for that pit, but Meteor has his. And immediately invests it, sprawling back in through Alley. This really isolates the only easy angle of approach down to Heaven.
So much tougher because you don't have the Nightfall here to help you try to clear that pit.
You have the dimensional drift from Francis, but he's gonna send it. Still then, only does have that operator in hand. Things could get dicey very quickly. I don't think Stacks has been spotted out quite just yet. That is out of clone. It gets some damage in, but doesn't confirm the kill. Shot out through the smoke. Munchkin finding the first. Francis, shorty in hand. Cleans up the enemy Omen as things.
Munchkin already in mail.
Oh, RP, had he sent out that paranoia, it could have been monstrous for them, but instead does just get caught up and taken down. But Extros filling that space here in mail. Finding 3 kills, looking for a little bit more, but it's going to be Izu coming away with 2 of his own. Dimensional drift in play. Gate crash is going to be set up from Francis in towards back B. Has that operator, but Izu goes deep enough to get the spot, sees the weapon, pulls back around the corner. Francis trying to find the timing shot. Just doesn't quite find it. Buzz wins out a fight versus Ivy with just 30 HP remaining, and now they just go sprinting to the A site.
Huge kill for Buzz. That is opening up so much of the map.
There's the drop down, there's the kill. Buzz in pole position. 28 and 11 for him. That is T1 taking down Nongshim on Nongshim's map pick Split.
Yeah, I mean,
What do we see here?
The first thing I see is Munchkin Viper. We're back to it. The Viper comp.
they couldn't slow this team down much.
Francis, I mean, we saw what he was able to do with that Marshall, so certainly is something to be concerned about. It does end up being a 1-for-1, but the HP right now on these players for T1 has seen better days. Clear the turret, see site open for the taking. Nongshim can just go ahead and get this spike planted. Forward, relay bolt delaying here for now, but that Buzz just going to be dead on the slide. Stacks will be able to find 1 more, but nothing more than that.
Let him go, let him run. See if he can keep this hot start up. But, you know, one of the things we saw with Team Secret on this map was the ability of Nongshim because of that Yoru instead of, can you find ways around that?
Slide in, Buzz able to find 2 quick kills. Stacks, there's that second layer from Long, getting 1 as well. It's the player advantage for T1, but needing to avoid further disaster. Hold on to as many weapons as they can, but Tross barely managing to scrape by, but it's going to be a quick little 1-2 punch from Munchkin. He's going to be able to find the immediate punishment. Slides in the back, paranoia there on his tack. Kill is not being found. Buzz just dives right into hell. Dispatches him immediately.
Enemy remaining.
As once again, Munchkin arriving, finding 2. RP needing to do it all, but it's only going to be
Get
good
in there, throw the paranoia.
Nitro might blow up.
Please don't. Wait, we're nowhere near him. Go ahead.
Yeah, that would be some.
Yeah, that's the analyst.
That would be-
That's the
that would be
problem.
powerful.
So much time. Uh-oh.
Clear the recon, but Munchkin, he's there. He's just been Mr. Worldwide on this map. Every site that gets attacked, manages to make his way there before Nongshim can really find a foothold.
1 enemy remaining. Removed.
Just X-Ross with a nice headshot. Already, I mean, maybe rather has plenty of cash, but okay. A second belter. Do you have 2 more of those is my question. Even just 1 more and a death would give you a Hunter's Fury, so X-Ross is definitely making the best out of a bad situation. Not trying to find the clutch, but there you go. Drifts out of the smoke, and Izu will be able to TP into spawn. Is being watched for, and RP almost gets that kill, but Buzz narrowly survives. 33 health remaining. Hunter's Fury now from X-Ross. They go backpedaling away from this A site. Nongshim gain control, and now bring the spike up to the plant.
Spike planted.
Shock Dart not going to be fun there. With the Hunter's Fury gone, opens up for this lockdown, so now players having to evacuate back into Long. Being revealed, they get forced even further away as Dambi joins in alongside Ivy back at A lobby. X-Ross, the closest player to try to prevent this defuse. Dart lobbed in, a bit of damage onto Izu, sends in the follow-up and gets the kill! As now suddenly it's just Stacks, last one standing. With that Odin, he cannot make it sing.
The angles didn't seem right initially. We're not going to be able to get the damage done with just 1 shock dart there either. Izu was full health initially. The follow-up took enough damage. Exros able to.
I'm gonna stay dialed in on this one. The drone spot out, but it's all a little bit of a ruse. One that Francis probably should not have fallen for. Push into Meteor's sight. Stunned up back plat, now taken down. Push up into the smoke zone. Buzz able to find 2 kills. Now popping the overdrive. Dueling out against Dambi. Wins it. Get himself the 3K. Swap of the weapons. Exros just once again having to stay tucked. I mean, from this position, we saw him get those 2 very nice sheriff shots. This time he's got a Vandal. Can he rework some of that magic? 90-degree angle on the right. Stack's holding it. Buzz be ready to go ahead and counter swing, and he is. A 4K for him. A 4th round win for the Flashes. Fast lane set up a quick little spot there onto Buzz. They hear him stomping in the backside. Still having their work cut out for them though as Francis gets out without a second to spare. This is where all hell breaks loose. He's still gonna be dumped in, bite into the corner. Francis able to avoid it. Thing reveal onto one. Izu up over the top, just trying to rain these shots in, but he's gonna be the one to get taken down. RB, the only casualty, is now the Hunter's Fury. Gonna be lobbed in, because yep, last round of the half, why the hell not? His Meteor just does not have the time to do anything. The ability, yes, but time is not on his side. Spike will go off, and Nongshim with a
because they saw in a previous hit, the formations of Nongshim were right on the site itself. Yeah, that's pretty good stuff. I was a little bit curious here for Nongshim that you don't have Exros be the planter there. He's only 1 away from Hunter's Fury, but whatever, they win the round, so.
Never really able to break past that prior to just last year with them going over to Bangkok, but that is a very good opening kill. Francis able to find Meteor. And Dambi just as fast, finds Munchkin, the stun connects, and Dambi collects himself 2 more kills. 3 in total now, just stacks with that Sheriff. Try to be the difference maker. Void's taking damage, finds 1, but it would have to be an ace clutch. As Nongshim looks to go 3 and 1 in pistols. Making plenty of noise. As the swing comes in, it's a target-rich environment, but he cannot line him up.
We very much might be going there. This is just vintage Dambi. Slide, follow up, first shot, absolutely pinpoint.
Francis with that Marshall. Putting shots and being a little bit whiffy. RB, the one taken down. Francis still alive, still firing.
Just over 300 ACS, I'm sure.
Buzz trying to take some space. Says, hey, that judge thing seems pretty good. He's managed to find a kill with it. Exros going to be taken down. Dambi, however, still here at hell. He is looking for that ace. He's already able to deliver onto Buzz. The slide in. Dambi with the 3rd. Swaps the weapons, tucks back behind the box. Francis will get a piece of the pie. Ace not to be found, but the win absolutely is. Dominance on display from Nongshim Red Force as they obliterate T1 on their mass pick.
It's going to be the Waylay Yoru for them, so nothing too
Yoru.
complicated. And then the Neon, just as expected.
Yeah, I mean, Nongshim.
Question really is just how many kills can he get? There's 1. Looks for another there. Trying to make it a 3rd in the round, but Izu will be able to put him down.
They're going to throw a bit more at this.
This is where things could start getting a little bit messy, but Dambi's nothing else. You have to understand why he's really feeling it here. So Marshall going to get scooped up. Swing into the corner. Ivy with the covering fire is actually going to be the one to find the 3.
Yeah, absolutely. Don't mind it too much at all. Want to make sure you can claim whatever orbs possible here on this attacker side. Let's keep the ball rolling. Ooh. That second one was pretty nice.
Looking to try to maintain control of this site, the push for the slide in, and there's that stinger. Izu, however, making his presence known, comes away with 2. He's shutting down RB as well. Back with the player advantage, swinging to the corner, and Francis snappy with the shot. Buzz taking down the plant, once again now free to come in. Just slowly drifting into the angles, and Francis just tearing them apart. Now a 2v3. Any more losses? They continue to just spiral the economy. You're 14-1. Ross looking to line it up. Munchkin does manage to come away with the kill. Saturate into the double dive, but Ivy's not caught by it, so now Munchkin has to scale and try to win the fight, and he cannot!
Throws a clone on the outside of the site, and that makes Izu think that he might be getting flanked, that he can't just hold the line, and he has to give up A site proper, and it opens up the space, and Francis just keeps scaling, capitalizes.
The dive forward, Dambi whittled away at the 45, the judge in hand, but to his util, Meteor finds a very nice timing as Francis splits the difference. 2 targets, too many. Feels like maybe the switch has been flipped here as suddenly T1 just decide to hit every shot. Maybe that breather, that timeout call, exactly what they needed, at least for now. Swing in, Ivy, able to find 2, stops him from really being able to snowball. How much can he wants to do his typical stuff. He wants to try to push an angle, spam through his smoke, but as soon as you hear that pressure, as soon as you hear that sprint coming at you, just has to back away. 1-for-1 exchange. As convergent path's going to be sent. Meteor dashing forward, opposite side of the box. Saturate going to be set up, but has to take the refract out to safety. France at the same time scaling forward, is able to find Buzz. Not giving him access, but Munchkin on high. Does manage to find a kill, and Izu.
It's a nice convergent path right as they're going for the plant. Doesn't overcommit, just buying time to set up his teammates on the flanks. Francis here, able to find 1, but Izu gets the better of him, gets 2. And that's Munchkin goes right for the pit.
He does, and Dambi goes right into the shorty. He still gets a good amount of damage across. That's pretty much wrapped up. He knows that he's in it, and he's got such a limited window, so he knows exactly where he's at. Spike still a world away, but Meteor still scaling forward. I don't think he's going to be ready. So Ivy gets the catch. Suddenly, there's a player advantage here for Nongshim, and they can just go pivot right back into the B site that's been completely broken open.
Just that extra pause there. After getting that kill onto Munchkin, Meteor probably expecting that they're going to try to scale forward. And instead, they just wait for that extra layer, deal with it, give themselves that numbers advantage.
30 seconds left.
Stacks sending out the Nightfall, TP up to Heaven, and oh, the double face forward. Stacks guns down 2. RB seals ready to swing it around the back. Because of this, Buzz is the one who gets caught off guard. Izu finds a player on site. They know that RB, a couple different angles of approach, and now they know which one it is, but the paranoia hits, has the headshot, the defuse being stuck. The drop down right there in front of him, and Izu. A swap damage on the Francis as well. As Meteor trying to hold down yards, Saturate. Going to be set, catches Dambi there in midair. Relay bolt will connect, but now Buzz has flashed himself. And Izu gets dropped at the same time. The wheels are coming off. His Ivy is just so calm with it. Pushes forward, locks on for a 3rd in the round. Every team that's won the SVL has lifted a global trophy in the following year.
Okay.
And
spammed right through, and that's a kill, and that's a bunch of kills.
Francis with 2. And any hope for a dream, or even just a thought about having a Thrifty, quickly gets silenced.
Oh, it's dire straits. Well,
30 seconds left.
X.
It's a good one.
1 enemy remaining.
Out in from out in the mid. Cleanup comes through. Just the one catch behind the box. Breaking that seize. The swing in. Stun up. An explosion of death.
RB.
And all of a sudden,
just clinging on to a corner. Then all of a sudden, Nongshim tries to flood. This time, T1.
Meteor to try to find the kills. As they are running out of time on this dimensional trip, with a kill in the X-Ross, allows for him to have a very clean exit. X does get caught up by 1, but Bucky on the corner from Dambi, able to deliver. Time now, running low, jumps in, a second found, Buzz is shorty, able to ring out. Trades back a kill. Spike having to be committed to, and Francis approaching in around the back, but just doesn't have an angle to try to deny. Munchkin watching for it, peeking into it, getting dropped, and Buzz is surrounded! Nongshim will not be denied!
Thrifty.
The Thrifty to get up to 11! Through the connector and then have Munchkin go backstab the Viper. But Ivy just takes the fight right to him and he's able to find one, so Meteor does get taken down.
Love the call here from T1 to just disrespect that smoke.
And with Meteor gone, can't give the plant to him, don't have convergent paths. Instead, it's planted by Stacks, one away from a Nightfall of his own. Munchkin holding forward, watching the back flank, but it's 3 players coming his way. As Dambi leads the charge, draws his attention. The siren on the shores as Munchkin's ship crashes into the rocks. Flash out, clone hit, RB, Francis one apiece, and Buzz taken down. Nongshim close out the series 13-9. They get the 2-1 victory over T1.
This is the Nongshim we have all been waiting for.